afternoon. My name is Angela Musallam. I'm the Public Information Officer for the Placer County Sheriff's Office. Thank you again for everybody who is here today as we discuss another update to the search and the investigation into missing 16-year-old Kylie Rodney. We have entered day 5 of the search, and we continue to utilize all local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies to help Kylie's family get some closure, and we're hoping to bring Kylie back home to her family safely. Now, with that being said, we are going to provide an update to the investigation on her search, and with that, I'm going to toss it over to Placer County Sheriff's Office Lieutenant Josh Barnhart. I'd like to now direct everybody's attention back to that board. You're looking at a very recent photo taken of Kylie about a month before she disappeared. We want you to pay attention to her jewelry. She's wearing very distinctive gold-colored necklaces, 1, 2, 3 necklaces, and we do believe that these were the same pieces of jewelry that she was wearing when she went missing. This photo was sent to us by her family, and out of respect for the family, we are releasing this photo and just urging everybody to please pay attention if anybody comes across these pieces of jewelry, if anybody locates anything, to please immediately contact the Placer County Sheriff's Office or the Nevada County Sheriff's Office. And with that, we'll open it up for questions.
And this case is receiving a lot of help from larger agencies, the FBI, Homeland Security at one point. What is it about this case that's attracting so much help from these larger resources?
So as you know, when you are under the age of 18, you're a minor, you're considered very at risk, right? And you're missing. To this day, we still have not been able to locate Kylie or her vehicle. And that's very disturbing for us, for her family, and for the entire community. And because we are treating this case as an abduction solely as a result of her vehicle not being located, that now intensifies the search. And so we, again, will not leave any stone unturned, and we have requested the help of every agency who is willing to help us, and that does include many local, regional, state, and federal agencies, and we're very grateful for their help.
And just clarification, you're treating it like an abduction but not labeling it an abduction?
Correct.
Okay.
Is the navel piercing, is that a unique piece of jewelry? And also in the beginning, there was reports of a nose piercing as well. Are there 2 unique pieces of jewelry there too? Because that looks pretty unique, other than just the necklaces. Is there anything about that that we should be looking for? Because you just asked us to look for necklaces. Has there been any thought about that?
She certainly does have numerous piercings with numerous types of body jewelry, but at this point we're focusing on her jewelry.
On the necklaces?
We were told that she always wears this type of jewelry. And so in case anybody from family or friends is searching for her and maybe happens to come across these necklaces, you know, we'd want anybody who comes across this to please call us immediately, because that certainly will provide us a new tip in a new direction.
There have been mention of rewards for tips. Do you guys have anything on that?
We don't have any law enforcement officially related rewards. We understand family and friends have a reward set up in place, but that is not something that we can speak on. Thank you again to everyone for coming. Thank you to the family of Kylie. We really appreciate working with you, although we wish were under different circumstances. Any updates, any and all updates, will be put on the Placer County Sheriff's Office social media accounts, so please continue to monitor those. We will have the latest updates on there. Thank you so much. These HIDs don't have the proper wiring to automatically adjust the bulbs. They're fixed to aim straight ahead, creating a sharper glare. Good afternoon. My name is Angela Musallam. I'm the Public Information Officer for the Placer County Sheriff's Office. I'd first like to begin by thanking the Rodney Neiman family for being here. Thank you. As you all know, we continue to have local, regional, state, and federal agencies assisting us in the search for Kylie Rodney. This is day 6 of the search, and to date we have dedicated over 9,000 hours and over 900 tips have been received related to the search for Kylie. We'd like to mention that the Tahoe Truckee community has been extremely helpful to us during our search and our investigation, but we'd like to encourage everybody to please continue to notify the Sheriff's Office anytime you feel like you have a tip or any information that may help lead us to Kylie. It's recently come to our attention, and we have received several reports of adults trying to discourage people and possibly teens from coming forward with information that could help us locate Kylie. So we'd like to remind everybody again, our interest is in not arresting any individuals, prosecuting any individuals, or holding them accountable for any underage drinking or illicit drug activity that did occur, that we know occurred at the Prosser Family Campground Friday evening. Our sole purpose in this investigation and search is to bring Kylie home to her family, and we need the community's help. We're here to support the community. As we mentioned earlier, we have set up an online portal where people can submit photos and videos that they believe may help lead us to Kylie. That service and that option is anonymous. You don't have to enter your phone number, and you don't have to enter your email address or your name. This is a strictly confidential, anonymous way for us to receive photos and videos from the Prosser Family Campground party that may assist us in locating Kylie and her vehicle. In addition to that, we want to remind everybody that we have an online email portal set up and our tip line. All of this information can be found on our social media accounts in our latest press release that went out just a few hours ago. We've created a link tree to condense all of the options available to the community and the public who would like to help us with any tips or leads that they may have. Again, we'd like to thank you for continuing the coverage in our search and efforts to locate Kylie. And again, we'd like to thank the Rodney Neiman family for being here. We'll open it up for questions.
Of the 900 tips that you've received, are they mostly from this area? How far out would they be from if they're from out of this area?
We've received tips from across the country, and we continue to. And at this point, our detectives are not discounting anything. Every possibility, every option is being explored currently as we continue to try to learn where Kylie may be and where her vehicle is located.
Have the tips slowed down at all 6 days later, or are they still coming in at a steady rate?
No, tips have not slowed down. We have tips pouring in every hour, and we have all of our detectives rapidly looking through each and every single one of them and trying to exhaust each and every single lead. Unfortunately, most leads have not panned out and have not been fruitful, but we are not discouraged. And again, we're really urging anybody in this community and beyond who may have been at this party to please, if they have video or photos from this party, to please upload them to our anonymous online portal. We are very interested in seeing these photos and videos.
And you're saying that some people may have been persuading maybe students or young teens to not come forward in fear of some sort of consequences. Can you explain that dynamic a little bit?
So we've received reports from adults around the community who we understand, are dissuading people from coming forward. And that impedes our investigation. We want to find Kylie. We want to bring Kylie home to her family. And if people are out there telling people who may have valuable information to not come forward, that's an issue. Again, we're not here to arrest anybody and hold them accountable for underage drinking and drug usage. That's not our interest right now. That won't be our interest in this case. Our sole mission is to bring Kylie home to her family, and that's what we want everybody to understand. We've been saying this from day one. It's now day 6.
Are those adults going to be held accountable for impeding within the information being brought to you?
Potentially, if we can prove that this is actually happening. Remember, these are just reports that we're receiving. If there is solid evidence, we'll have to pursue it. That's also our job. But again, right now, our sole focus and our only focus is to bring Kylie home.
Are those reports coming out of our community?
Yes.
Within the North Lake Tahoe Truckee area?
Yes.
Thank you.
As far as search efforts or maybe interviews that you guys have conducted from yesterday to today, has anything new panned out or new information to share?
There's no new information to share, but we will say that each day our detectives and our search and rescue crews do continue to search different areas, and they continue to interview new people, and they continue to develop new leads that need to be followed up on. And one thing that I think I'd like to clarify is that our detectives cannot debunk or not confirm any type of lead within minutes, right? So I can't debunk a lead and say, oh, this is false information in 5-10 minutes. Some of these leads take days to thoroughly investigate, and that's what we're doing. That's what we've been doing from the first day of the search, thoroughly searching and thoroughly investigating. So this is a very complex process, and again, we're looking for the community's help to help lead us to Kylie.
Yesterday, I think one of the officials, they described this situation as looking for a needle in a haystack, but we don't know where the haystack is.
Right.
Is that still the case?
That is still the case. We wish it weren't. Students worry the lack of classes will close their window of opportunity for entering competitive colleges. Good afternoon. I'm Angela Musallam, Public Information Officer with the Placer County Sheriff's Office. I'm joined by our local, state, and federal agencies today as we continue Search Day 7 for Kylie Rodney. To date, we've dedicated over 9,000 man-hours for the search for Kylie. We've ramped up our search for the weekend. Today, we have over 200 search and rescuers, including searchers by air and searchers in the water. Our detectives and FBI agents continue to sort through and comb through over 1,000 leads that we've received up until today from the beginning of this search. Yesterday, there was a potential burial site that was located near the campground. It was located by a search and rescue ground team. Kylie's family was notified of the potential development. The FBI responded to secure the scene yesterday and was accompanied by the Placer and Nevada County Sheriff's Offices. FBI agents investigated the site through early this morning and recovered the remains of a dog. Let me be clear. We have one team, one mission, and one goal, and that is to find 16-year-old Kylie Rodney. We will not be holding a community meeting tonight. There's a concert, we understand, to support Kylie's family happening at the Truckee Regional Park from 1 to 4 p.m. We'd like to remind everybody we have set up multiple ways for people to anonymously contact the Sheriff's Office regarding tips. Some of those options are available here to my left. We have an online portal. We also have a tip line that you can call by phone. We also have a link tree that we set up for people who would like to submit any photos and any videos from that evening of the party. You will be able to submit them anonymously without using your name, number, or email address. So again, we still are urging people in the community who may still be hesitant. You know, you're not going to get in trouble. All we want to know is, where is Kylie? Where is her vehicle? We just want to find Kylie. Thank you.
This popular drink looks like one serving, but just one can of Four Loko is equal to about 6 cans of beer and 2 cups of coffee.
Good afternoon. I'm Angela Musallam, the Public Information Officer for the Placer County Sheriff's Office. I'm joined by our Unified Command today, and we're providing an update on the investigation and search for Kylie Rodney. As many of you are aware, yesterday we put out an updated photo on a sweatshirt that Kylie was seen wearing at the party Friday evening. Just to provide some clarification on that, we did receive video evidence showing Kylie at the party wearing the white sweatshirt you see to my left. To clear up any confusion, that same day Kylie was loaned that black sweatshirt you see above the first sweatshirt. And we never detailed or said that she was wearing the black sweatshirt. We believe that Kylie was in possession of the black sweatshirt at some point during that evening, but we have received video evidence showing Kylie wearing the black sweatshirt, and she was seen at the party. I'm sorry, the white sweatshirt, excuse me. So I just wanted to clarify that portion. We've also received confirmation that there is a RAM sticker that is located on the back of Kylie's vehicle, right underneath the rear wiper blade. So we believe this is very important information for the community and anybody in the area who continues to call in any tips to see if they can clarify that they also see a RAM sticker on the back of Kylie's vehicle. That was one notable thing that we've noticed. As you know, we remain committed to finding Kylie. That is all the information we have to share right now. We will continue to share any updates as they come and as we are able to release them to the public to our social media accounts.
JD, has there been any change of position by the adults that have advised the teens not to speak? We talked about this a few days ago, that this was a very important part, that there was adults advising the teens that were at the party not to speak and contact authorities. Has there been any change in position with that?
I don't know that that's readily apparent. We only received several reports a few days ago, and since then we haven't received additional reports, but that doesn't mean that people are still telling, you know, other teens potentially or young adults to not come forward. Our detectives and the FBI investigators are extremely committed to interviewing as many people as possible who went to that party, and they continue to do so today.
Thank you.
To follow up on that question, have anyone interviewed by the FBI in the surrounding area been uncooperative with investigators?
I'm going to let Lieutenant Barnhart answer that question.
In the future, will you be able to release the image of Kylie wearing the pink and white shirt?
That's up to the investigators, but at this point we don't want to compromise the investigation, so this was the only photo we were able to release. Any more questions?
Since the investigation is proceeding in a different way, will there continue to be press conferences and community meetings in the future?
We will not be holding a community meeting today, but we will hold press conferences as needed.